So it looks like the freeze is in the rearview mirror and it is time to do a scalp. So I have my McLane reel mower here set to a 1/4 inch, and I probably should have done it in like smaller stages, I guess I could say, like taking it down to 1/2 inch and then going into maybe like 3/8 and then a 1/4 inch. But I decided to kind of rip the band-aid off and just kind of test this McLane and really see what the kind of limits are. And so I kind of went slow on the first pass trying to figure it out, and this is the first time of me actually using this McLane, so getting right into it. Kind of like, you know, normally mowing is just taking off like a, I don't know, a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch, something pretty mild on this lawn, because I mow fairly frequently. But obviously I'm taking off a large chunk, so much that I'm actually emptying out the grass catcher after every 2 passes, so there and back. Scalping like this is fairly unique to Bermuda grass. It's basically what you do is you just mow really low. Here I am going right down to the soil. You can literally see the dark patches of soil in some spots, and that's just because like it's kind of spotty because my lawn is not perfectly level. It's pretty level. I've leveled it 3 or 4 times, and I plan to level it more because I do want to kind of challenge myself for the benefit of the channel, to see kind of how low I can go. And it's like a pretty good, this side of the lawn that I'm doing here is like fairly flat, whereas on the other side of my sidewalk that goes up to my doorway, my entryway, that one is a little more sloped, so it's a little bit trickier because water does run down that. But what we're looking at right here is like a pretty good opportunity for me to take it down to 1/4 inch, maybe even less. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I really don't want to make any promises, but I do plan to kind of go aggressive here. And so in this one, I'm taking it down to the soil, which is 1/4 inch, and you do this kind of at like the first green up in the spring. So I did this, what's the date? The date is kind of like February 23rd. I did this. And you really do it once the freeze is kind of in the rearview mirror and you see that first little bit of grass green up. And the benefits of doing this is, first of all, it clears out the, I don't want to call it like dead grass, but that's what it looks like, because the Bermuda's alive, it's just dormant. But it gets rid of all that brown grass so that when the fresh growth comes in, it's not blending in the green with the brown. It's going to be only green, so it's going to make the lawn look really, really good. Getting rid of the brown grass is also going to let the sun warm the soil, and so that's going to help kickstart fresh, healthy growth. I'm using the McLane 10 blade Greens Keeper. It's a 20-inch model. Quite happy with it so far. Like I said, I'm just starting to use it, and it's been great. Every reel mower has like a little bit different controls. So as you can see, like on that first pass there, I was kind of figuring it out on the grass, as opposed to just, you know, how I did some passes before this video and over previous weeks, kind of waiting for my chance. I was like just steering it, controlling it, driving it around the driveway, figuring it out. But it didn't take long to kind of figure out how to use this. The 10 blade is really nice because it's going to allow me to go quite low. There's like, I don't know what the smallest is, or the most basic I think is like a 5 blade. And the less blades you have, the higher you kind of have to mow. Otherwise, your cut is not as nice. So there's like 5 blade, 7 blade, 9 blade, like 11 blade. I mean, every manufacturer is going to have like different numbers, but generally the higher the number, well, generally the lower you want to go, the higher the number of blades you need. I didn't do the full on. I kind of did, I don't know, 800 square feet or something like that, maybe 700 square feet, just because I didn't want to bag it. I was just using my garbage can to kind of dump in the grass catcher, and so I'm just doing this in phases. I'm probably going to actually do the next part in phases, where I'll mow it at like 1/2 inch and then do the rest at 1/4 inch. It might be a little bit quicker, I don't know, but we'll see.